Mr. Well, welcome. And sailing area is more popular than motor yacht area, and especially this stand over here. Tell us about the Dragonfire 36. This is a world premiere.
This is the world premiere, as you said here. This is actually the first time we're showing this to the world. The factory has been working for this for more than 2.5 years in terms of design, optimizing technology. So we're extremely excited about this boat. 5 years ago, we announced the 40 as our flagship. And the 40 is an amazing boat, but we felt like maybe the price range was a little bit too high for the mainstream. Of course, they're all not inexpensive boat. So we felt like making a 36 that took a lot of the design ideas from the 40, make them a little smaller and more affordable. And there's some new technology on this boat that we've never seen before in this history. So with the Dragonfly in general, they all have the swing wing system. So we can reduce the beams so they can fit into a normal boat slip. And it's only a matter of a minute, especially with the 40 and the 32 and the 36. It's less than 5 minutes. You put a line around.
So what it means is these whole parts fold into it.
They basically fold back. They fold back, so they're kind of in a parallelogram like this way. But what is unique with this boat is that there's no metal hinges. It's all composites. Right. And we are basically saving a lot of weight by not having heavy duty stainless steel hinges. And also it takes time to put those hinges on. And then of course it's less expensive because we don't have all that stainless steel.
It's not just good, you can fit into normal slip, it adds to the stability. And also you have extra storage now on both sides for sails.
Yeah, for trimarans, of course, you have extra stability here. We don't have a weighted keel. There's a swing down centerboard that's actually buoyant. You have to force it down, so it's light. But you're right, there's a lot of storage here, obvious for sails, inflatable dinghies, foldable bicycles. You know, you don't want to have them too heavy, but it can take a lot of stuff here. And then you don't have to have any kind of wet or damp stuff in the cabin itself. So it's a great way to kind of separate that from the quarters of the boat. So
now you said foldable keel. This means you can quite literally beach this thing.
You can beach that. So with the centerboard up and the rudder up, the draft is just around 2 feet on this boat. And because that the sail drive for the inboard diesel is actually higher up than the lowest point of the boat, you can actually beach it without any damage or interfering of the sail drive or the prop. We encourage people to go on the beach, have an anchor on land and one in the water, and then you can just like walk right off the beach, and it's great for kids.
Yeah. And I can see even the bow thruster is nicely integrated into the hull, so it just drops down when in need.
Yes, so it's all controlled from the cockpit. And, you know, these boats are light. And if you have, you know, it's not a secret when there's a lot of side wind that the wind kind of can drag, especially bow. So with the thruster, it's very easy to maneuver and compensate for that windage the boat has because it's so light.
And these sides now, they're electrically, they're not manually, they're electrically.
Yeah, so it's you can do it manually, but the fact that there are 4 electric winches in the cockpit, we will of course say, use the electric winch, press the button and see it fold back. So,
and this boat, this is a world premiere. You have already sold it.
Yes, so again, I represent the northern east coast of US, and I've been lucky to have sold 3 of these boats, one together with my distributor. But this particular boat I sold from a lead that I met at the Newport Boat Show. And he was actually here a few days ago, and he was excited like a little boy. The thing is here, even this is hull number 1, with Dragonfly, it's not like, oh, it's a kind of a prototype. We make the first hull as good as hull number 10. He could see that there's no compromise in finish or anything. Everything is perfect on this boat.
And talking about compromises, these boats do world crossings.
Yes, they are rated for ocean crushing. They are extremely strong, very, very stable, and it's a great boat that way. And the craftsmanship is second to none if you look at the details. And it's also one of the reasons that they keep their used values so well. If you actually go, to your website and others, the Dragonfly listing don't last very long. There's not many of them, and because we actually say to a customer, buy a new boat, and around after 4 years, you can almost guarantee you get the same price for it that you bought it for.
Well,
that is unknown, but
that's
it's
unheard of.
Unheard of. Of course, they have to keep it in good shape, but the resale value is phenomenal.
Well, why don't we take a look inside and see
Yes.
if we can squeeze by some people?
Yes,
today?
of course.
Alrighty, so all the way at the bow, first thing, anchor locker, nice collapsible cleats, and like you said, finishes are really nice, and I love how the lines are nicely integrated into the hull.
So what we always say that all Dragonflies, and believe it or not, the 36 and the 40 are incredibly easy to single hand. And here is like with we call it the light wind turbo, but if you see all the way in the bow here, the roller furring code 0 is a huge foresail that almost go all the way back to the aft crossbeam. And that's where I said, like in light wind, you can actually get over wind speed. And I said to you before, like I love going 19, 20 knots, but I actually feel it's so exciting in light winds. The water is like glass, and everybody's motoring, and you just go like 6, 7 knots. So that's fantastic. Back here, you have the general roller furring jib that is like a overlap with the mainsail. You can have an option to have a self-tagging. That's actually why this grooves down here. You could put a self-tagging jib here, but it's so easy to have it as a regular jib here. So,
and I love the platforms on the side. Great for kids.
Great for kids. It's a great sunbathing platform.
Right.
And again, you can see the huge storage out here.
And you also have solar panels now. What do these feed?
So basically, there are people that have this in a slip, and then you could say a slip, you normally just use shore power. But for people that are on mooring, 3 solar panels here kind of keep the battery topped off. You run the diesel engine a couple of times when you go out before sailing, but we can say that with these 3 solar panels, you can actually keep the fridge going. Not AC, but you can keep the refrigerator going.
But plenty of windows here, portholes, so a lot of ventilation that goes through.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So when you come down below, you can actually see that there's a lot of hatches and opening that gives a lot of light in here. We've done a great job with the lighting inside, but also the natural light. We want to make sure that the boat feels open and spacious because there's all this light coming in.
And talking about spacious, there are quite a few people in the aft deck right now, and it feels like there's nobody here. It's very comfortable, yeah?
And you can see that pretty much all the lines are controlled from the cockpit. We want to make sure that this seating area here is free of lines, so the helmsman and whatever crew, they can control all the lines without the guests here being interfered here. You can see all the stoppers here from all the halyards go back to these 2 electrical winches. So
everything is at hand's reach.
Yeah. So it might actually be a good time now
Let's
to go down below.
Let's check it out.
Take a look at the instrument panel here. So normally we would say, of course, you always have a little more room in a similar length monohull, but we kind of say that we are probably in the 80 to 85% of the space of a similar monohull. And that is a lot. And then you say that even when you talk about the additional storage in the armors, we're not too far away from that. Yes. And believe it or not, this boat actually have the tallest headroom of all our Dragonflies.
And I'm 6'1".
Yeah.
Plenty of space above my head.
I'm 6'4", and I still have, if I straighten my back, I still have space. So anyway,
But once you get down here, you have a galley on your port side right away.
You have a galley here, and we actually have now it's locked, but you have a gimbal stove and a full-blown oven. And when you come down here, we have hot and cold pressured water. We have a refrigerator that is actually in the same height as you. Normally it's not like down below or anything of that. So we actually feel like the way this galley is extremely functional. We have ample storage for food and plates and pots and all of that. So it's...
This is now your trash cubby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dining area, you have collapsible table.
Collapsible table here. And here we made something we haven't done before. We actually have a place to maybe put like... napkins or maybe
keep your chargers and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's nice here. So
I would put a power plug here.
Yeah.
So you can charge your laptop at the same time.
So here that there are several outlets, and actually every light here has a USB port.
Ah, nice.
You can charge here. So what is unique with the Dragonfly? They always want to make sure that you're comfortable. So normally when you have the table fold out here, and because it's deep here, I'm tall and you can see my feet are kind of dangling here. So we have this floor we can fold down. We have this floor we can fold down. So my blood circulation is not compromised anymore.
Yeah.
So just small details like that.
It's a very good point.
We can fold this up here, and then we can you can lift this up, and you can see there's actually these fold out to here, and then you can put the back cushion here, and then it will be a nice wide berth.
So an additional place for guests to stay at.
This is a night berth, but I want to show you, but the owner's cabin is actually the aft cabin. So
big porthole here.
Yeah, so that's basically you call that an escape hatch. That's something for safety. We need to have that, but the cool thing here is that you can actually walk in, and you have standing headroom in your aft cabin. And you can sit here and you can get undressed, and then you basically have a really nice...
ample amount of space above your head, even
if you sit in the bed, like reading before night, you can do that. So
plenty of storage on the sides.
Yeah, you can see how big it is in there. So.
And that's not all. You still have a cabin all the way forward.
Yeah.
And before that, you have a head here.
Yeah.
With a shower.
Yeah, it's a wet head, a full.
Yeah. Some storage on the sides. And really storage all over the place.
Yeah. You can see the decent depth. And again here, we even have lights right under the trampoline to get more space, and you can actually see the water like gliding by when you sail. And
the attention to detail is evident here, even with the caulking work and everything.
There's blinds on all the hatches. There are blinds and mosquito nets that you can slide in front there. So,
and if you want to have more privacy, you can just close the shutters here.
Yeah, and then there's drop-down curtains as well. And we have a little nap table here, and also storage, and then the instrument panel and computer stereo.
And all the way forward berth, you just climb in here.
And again, it's
you can sit up
6'5" to over like 2 meters. Yeah.
And if you want more privacy, you just voila.
And there's a big shelf that you can open in front there, and also side.
Yeah.
In order to get the good standing headroom and not taking off any precious space, we made the step up a little steeper than normal, but we also have a nice handrail to help you getting up here.
So in the cockpit now, seating area around, so you have a table that opens up.
Yeah, so normally we normally have had a cockpit table like smack in the middle. Here we have off-centered, so we can actually say we can easily keep that up, and therefore have a faster way where we can actually, fold it up here, and then we even have holders for soda water all here. So we feel like, again, here You don't have any interference in terms of lines here.
Yeah, like you said, all the lines are nicely hidden away into the hull itself.
So if you see here, like you can really not see. So think about like there are halyards, there are sheet lines, there are furling lines, and there you don't see any of the lines. They go basically underneath the coaming, under here, completely hidden. But they all come back here. They're well labeled, and then you can use these again. These are electrical winches.
Yep.
And they are controlled here, so you can actually, I don't think they're connected, but so these two electric winches, and this is what we talked about before. These are for the swing wing system. So basically you disconnect a safety wire that goes across diagonal, you put it around, you open the clutch here, and you press the button, and within 2.5 minutes on each side, you reduce the beam to fit in a normal monohull slip. Wow. Again, we have the latest instruments from Ray Marine. Even have multiple combo display here. You can fully programmable.
And this is here extra storage underneath the panel?
No, this is actually where we keep the inboard diesel.
Ah, okay.
So this is a 30 horsepower Yanmar. We also have an option for the 40. The 30 horsepower will give this around, 7 knots of motoring in 3,500 RPMs.
Yeah, plenty of space around it. You have a water heater here. So what's great is the propeller itself, it sits higher than the lowest part of the hull itself. So when you do beach it, you will not hit your running gear at all. And also this one here is your carbon fiber rudder now, which we showed you up there as well. This was a quick preview of the Dragonfly 36 Performance here on YachtWay. If you're looking to buy this boat, you can find it on YachtWay.com. Matter of fact, they have already sold 17 of them, and it has been out for just 5 days. So you can only imagine how popular it is. Talking about popularity, YachtWay.com is the most popular place where you can find your perfect sailing yacht. So head over and find yours. As always, if you liked the video, then hit the like button down below. If you want to see even more YachtWay, then hit the subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Cheers.